In today's episode, let's check out Rathnam's Sacred Wood Premium Sticks. Namaste everyone and welcome to Om Incense Show with DJ, a show that helps you increase your incense quotient. So if you are an incense enthusiast, consider subscribing. So today we have this sacred wood. It's from Rathnam's. Rathnam's is a registered name. It says Sacred Wood Premium Sticks. And as you can see, the packaging has been made in a very premium way. It's a good combination of blue and gold. It has some nice floral motifs on it, and there's diamonds all over it. So it says premium sticks. We have a transparent kind of a window on the pack, and so on top we only have this sacred wood written inside a golden circle with golden, and it's a very minimalistic packaging. On the back side we have, it says Sri Rathnam Agarbatti Company. This also is from Bangalore. There are a few logos and there's a customer care number. It says Tanjore brand. Contents is 10 sticks, MRP is 150, and then there's a barcode. So I got this from my local incense store and I got this for 120. He gave it to me for 120. And all the other sides, on all the other sides, we only have plain blue color, nothing else written anywhere else. So that's all we have. And so as you can make out that these are premium incense sticks. These are 10 sticks for 150, so that's a good price point. It's a higher end price point. And inside what we have is a simple silver colored opaque pouch and nothing written on it. I don't know, this somehow reminds me of Swaha, which was a copy of Parimal's Sacred Incense series, Sacred Sandal Incense series. So this incense, what we have inside is it's a handmade masala incense. The bamboo core is nice, strong, sturdy, smooth, and it has a little greenish tip. The fragrance, the incense is brown in color. It has not a lot, but just a little bit of masala on top, and brown, uneven, handmade incense. That's what this is. A usual 9-inch incense stick. And so the cold incense gives out very typical hair oil kind of fragrance with a sweetish tinge to it, and there's a little bit of citrus somewhere in the entire being of the incense somewhere. So that's what we can get in the cold incense. That's what the top note of it is. Now let's see what the diffusion of it is like. What is the fragrance once it comes to life? So once the incense comes to life, what we get is a very nice wooden fragrance with just a slight sweetish hint to it. Then we get a nice, there's a layer of nice resinous fragrance somewhere which is very, reminds me of dhuman. That's the kind of, the pine resin that we use. That's the kind of fragrance that's there in the layer somewhere. And it's a nice fragrance. It's a nice masala fragrance. My parents liked it a lot. And the fragrance is quite prominent. It's nice, strong, and full-bodied. It has a good strength to it. So if you are somebody who doesn't like a very strong kind of fragrance which comes to life immediately once the incense is lit up, I don't think you would like this. But if you can withstand that initial prominence which actually comes across as something really close to your face, not in your face but really close to your face, if you can just withstand that, then what you get throughout the incense is a nice strong bodied smooth kind of woody fragrance, like it says. It's very sandalwoody kind of fragrance that you get. The diffusion of which is quite good. It spreads across half the length of my house here, and so the place where you of course light up the incense has the highest intensity of fragrance, and it diminishes as you go away from the incense, but the diffusion is across the house, half the length of my house. That's the kind of diffusion this is. So if you like that kind of fragrance, which is like not strong but strongish kind of fragrance, which has a good diffusion, and you might want to light up this incense for some, say, special occasions when you have a nice puja where you've invited guests. That's the kind of if you want that kind of fragrance where you have guests over, and then you want to light up something which is like will be visible, will be prominent across the entire sphere of that area where people have gathered, so you would want to go for this. If I have to light this up, I would like to light this up outside my house, where the fragrance would diffuse into my house, but it will not be there very prominently. So if you like that kind of fragrance, you would want to go for this. And what happens is, once the incense, because this is a 9-inch incense, this would be lit up for around 40-45 minutes, and but this is a handmade incense and it's thick, it's towards the thicker side, it's thicker than the usual machine made incense, so this is going to last 45 minutes plus, so probably an hour or so, or probably more than that. So that's the kind of life that this individual incense would have once it is lit up. So during that time, what you get is a nice woody kind of fragrance overall, with nuances of that resin that I said, the dhuman resin that I said. The citrus and the sweet that was there on the top note in the cold incense, that hair oil like fragrance that was there, is not here once the incense comes to life. The smoke doesn't have that kind of fragrance to it. The incense smoke doesn't have that fragrance. So it has that nice woody kind of fragrance, sandalwoody kind of fragrance. So if you want that kind of fragrance, you would like this. The retention of the incense is amazing. So once the incense has been through, what you get for another 1 hour or so would be a very soapy kind of sandalwood fragrance. But after that 1 hour mark, for the next around 24 to 36 hours, what you're going to get is a very nice light sandalwood kind of fragrance. So I had lit this up in my parents' bedroom, and every time once I reached the door of the room, I could get the fragrance of it. That sandalwood energy, that sandalwood fragrance was lingering there for around 24 plus hours. So that's the kind of retention that this has. So if you like a fragrance which has that kind of retention, which is strong, smooth, full-bodied, sandalwoody fragrance, you would like this. I quite like this fragrance, so I would like to give this a star rating of 3. I'm not sure if you would get this online. I'll try finding it online. If I get a link, I would give it to you. Else you might just want to try it on Amazon or Flipkart or Google, and or try your local earth store, your local pansari store if you are in south of India, say probably Chennai or Bangalore or Mysore or any of those places. So you might want to try there. For that matter, you can try in your local incense store wherever you are, because I got this here in Jharkhand, so I'm sure you would get this anywhere. So that's about Sacred Wood premium sticks from Rathnam. 10 sticks for 150, but I got this for 120. So if you want a premium kind of incense for some special occasions, to light up for some special puja, for some special festive gathering or spiritual gathering, you might want to go for this incense. So that's about Sacred Wood. Now the question that we had in the last quiz was, what is the primary source of ambergris? And the primary source of ambergris is whales. It's the vomit of the whale that floats in the sea and is collected by people and used as as an aromatic substance in perfumes and incenses. That's ambergris. Vidwatamji answered the quiz, and for that matter, Vidwatamji had answered the last quiz also, when I had asked what is civet. He had answered that quiz, and like always, he was correct. So that was about the last quiz. Now the question for today is, name an incense brand that is owned by a tobacco company. That's the quiz for today. So I hope you enjoyed today's episode and you learned something from it. If you think somebody else can learn something from it too, share it with them. If you liked it, give it a like. Check out the description box for the link of very many incense related products, and probably for this incense as well. And for the Sanskrit alphabet book for kids, Meri Pratham Sanskrit Pustika, and for other episodes if you wish to watch my Hindi episodes. So for those, and till we meet again next, take very good care of yourself. Namaste.